Welcome everyone to day number 25 of Codetober. Oh my god, we are so close to the end. Okay, so in today's video, I am going to show you how the mapLeafValues function works. Remember that in the last video, we went through the mask fields function from my DataWeave scripts repository. So in this video, we are going to see how the mapLeafValues function actually works. So let's go ahead and take the example that we have right here and put it in our DataWeave playground. Okay, what? Oh, is the example wrong? Yes, the example is indeed wrong. Okay. I am going to open a fork to fix that. All right, so this is the example that they're giving us. We have a object. Let me take this out just to see the object first. So we have the object, contains a user, contains an array of object, that contains a name and a last name, and also contains a group inside the bigger object. We have a group and we have DataWeave right here in the string. So what this is doing is that it's getting all of the values to be uppercase. So now this is, everything is in uppercase. If we also want to, for example, concatenate something, we can add this. And this is going to concatenate stuff to all of the values. So if we have, for example, value, this is just returning the value of each of the leaves. What is a leaf? We have here Mariano, we have Ashaval, and we have DataWeave. So those are our three leaves right now. This is all whole tree. And then let's see what happens if I output path instead of value. Let me make this bigger so you can see, because my camera doesn't let you see. Okay, right here. So we have now first user, and then open array, and then open object, and then name. So we're going inside here, and then we're going inside name. And then we have here now, instead of having Mariano, because we are outputting the path in the leaves value, instead of having Mariano as a string, we now are outputting the path. So the path from Mariano is this whole array, which is the first object has user, which is the selector user, the first field that we have. And then we have the second selector, which is an array 0, because we just have one object right here. And then the third one is object name, which is this one right here. Then we have last name. So we are going to have almost everything the same. We have first object user, then array 0, and then object last name. Let me add another object right here so you can see how that would look like. So now we have name 2, last name 2, Mariano 2, and Achaval 2. So now if we go to the name 2 field, this is our leave, well, the path to our leave. It starts with object user, same as before, but now here array is 1. And on the other one we had array 0. And this is because this is our second object inside this array. And finally we have object name 2, which is this field. And then for Ashaval 2, now we have object user, array 1, and object last name 2. And now for DataWeave, this one here, which is just in group, right in the first object, then we just have here one object group. So if we wanted to navigate through our path, for example, if we do path, let's say 0, it will return our first object from the path. So whatever was the first thing that you got to be inside in. So for example, here's user, and for group would be DataWeave. So object user, object user, and object group. If we wanted to have another stuff here, let's say group 2, DataWeave 2, then we would have group 2, and then you cannot see this. This is also group 2. And so what we did in the previous video is that we had -1. And -1 means that it's the last object inside this array. So it would be the very, like the field that is right before we get to our leave. So it would be name, last name, name 2, last name 2, group, and group 2. So if we go now here, we have for the Mariano string, we have now the object name. And then for this, we have object last name. For this, we have object name 2, object last name 2, object group, and object group 2. So if we wanted to change, let's put this back as name and name. If we wanted to change all of the fields that have name as a field, we can do path -1. Well, we can do path -1, and then to read the name of the field, like the name and last name, then we would have to get the selector. So if I do path -1 dot selector, this would give us the name of our fields, as you can see here. So now that we have the selector name or the name of the field, we want to verify if this field is named, then we want to do uppercase, for example. So let me put it here. If path selector equals name, then we want to return upper value. And if not, just return the value. So now all of the fields that are name are going to be in uppercase, and all of the ones that are not are in lowercase. And now, for example, let's see if I want to put in uppercase everything that is inside the user. I can also do that. So instead of putting path -1, I can just do path 0, and then selector should be user. So now everything inside this user field is going to be transformed to uppercase. And notice that, like, I'm just using this upper as an example. If I were to change this to a number, it would not work. Oh, it does work. Well, I didn't know that. That is exciting. Exciting stuff indeed. Well, anyways, make sure that you are just receiving like the actual stuff that you are going to be outputting here. If you have other kinds of leaves, it may not work. That's it for this video. I hope you liked it. Follow me on socials at Martinez. Subscribe right here and comment below if you want me to do anything else. All right, we're almost over with Codetober, everyone. So thank you so much for everything you've been doing for me. Thank you for watching my videos. Subscribe and see you on the next video. Bye!